I'ma go around the town, up in my way, up my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish where I'm from. Ride till we making it out. Ay. Ride till we making it out. Ay. Look, go around the town, up in my way, up my shit.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Juice Podcast. Juma back again with my co-host
Frankie,
Isaac.
and we got the guest here today. Thank you for coming on. The lovely.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, can the people know your name, please?
Yes. My name is Omoghene.
Omoghene.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody calls me Omo, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's deceptive on because I know you even put the brackets on your
Oh, like
on your bio. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, like the way definitions
the
are.
accents.
Yeah. I would have said like a Omoghene. Like I don't know. I would have been messing. I would have messed it up, dude.
Yeah, we were,
If I was just
messing
like-
it up the whole week before.
Yeah, we were trying to say it amongst each other. I was like, I can't wait to just formally ask her.
You
Yeah.
gotta like say it the way it's spelled.
Okay.
Like soft sounds. So
Okay.
Omoghene.
Omoghene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's the name even from?
My parents are Nigerian.
Okay.
I consider myself Nigerian as well.
Uh-huh.
Nigerian American. So I like to say that growing up in your house is Nigeria, right? And America's outside the doorstep, but in here it's Nigeria.
right.
So I was raised with a lot of Nigerian principles.
Okay. Well, even being in the household, was like music something you grew up around? Like was it something you always knew was gonna be part of your life?
I always sang around the house when I was younger. And my mom just let me be. But my mom would always play a lot of my influences today. So that's like N.D.R.E., Lauryn Hill, Sade, Whitney. But like in terms of anybody singing in the house, no. And I always beg my parents, please don't.
Okay.
nah, sometimes you gotta be honest with
Yeah.
them. Like, hey, you know what? You could cook or you could do this or that, but let's not sing.
Yeah,
And
man.
then they hear you singing and they want to join in and you're like, it's okay. I got it. I can carry it.
No, that's cool. Oh, when did it become serious? Because if there's one thing about the appeal of your page and just looking at yourself, it's just like professional, you know?
Yeah.
Everything from the videos to everything. So how did the whole persona and you coming into your music persona even come into place?
I think, first of all, I started accepting who I am. Right. I got to a point where I stepped into myself, and I feel like I'm still stepping into that person, right? Because we don't really fully know ourselves. We're always growing. We're always evolving. But I was on the pathway to law school for a really long time, and I just knew it wasn't my passion. But I didn't know how to like tell my parents. And so it was getting close to the time that I had to take the LSAT. Right, and my dad's giving me all these books. I was just like, how do I tell him? I don't want to do this.
Yeah. He's all invested, excited. You know? You're like, yo.
That's a whole
Not
nother stress
about
of
to be a
its
lawyer.
own. Like,
That's
he got
what
me
I'm
like
saying,
itself,
yo.
but like,
That's what I'm
He got me like all
saying.
like flashcards and stuff. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
he's more prepped for you than you are.
Yeah,
like,
so
shit.
yo.
And I just it got to a point. Of course, I prayed about it a lot, you know, before taking that step. And then I told them, and you know, my parents surprisingly are very supportive. They're like, "Well, you've sang your whole life, so it makes sense."
That's a crazy jump
Yeah.
from like law school, like really direct and something like a creative space, you know?
Yeah.
It's not really like definite. I don't know, like the law
Yeah.
school has like the way school has the appeal of like you know.
Yeah.
So even for you, was it easy once you got the support, or did you like already know it's gonna be just as much hard work, or how did you approach it?
I knew it was going to be hard work. My parents knew it was going to be hard work. My parents just told me, if you're going to do it, just be serious. It's a very serious thing. Give it your all. Give it your best each day. So failing's not an option right now. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that each and every day that when I go into the studio, I'm giving my producers my best, you know, my business team my best, and obviously the audience my best as well.
I wanted to ask, how was your first studio experience?
My first studio experience was great. That was when I knew I needed vocal lessons.
Was there like a kind of like a defined moment, or like was it just like
No.
like did you have a song prepared when you went in? Or
I did. I had
Okay.
a song prepared. I'd written a song, you know, got with some producers and, you know, showed them the song. I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. But after like a few studio sessions, it was me. I wasn't delivering, and so I had to take a step back from recording, and I had to start. I had to go into vocal lessons, and that's how I actually met my vocal coach.
Dang.
And it's crazy because at that time, I remember I was like making like $10 an hour, barely making it, trying to just pay my bills, pay my rent, you know. And I was in college at that time, and it was like paying my rent, food, gas, vocal lessons.
Yeah.
Nothing else. No space for anything else.
I feel you.
And that was just a sacrifice I had to make that jump and invest in myself. So I'm really happy I did at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I asked you earlier, but exactly how long you been making music? So you said about like 4 years, right?
Yeah, I've been releasing music professionally since 2019. That was when I released my first single, Every Day's My Birthday. I love that song. I love that song. And
You type rapping on that.
Yeah, the way you kind of like formulate it, yeah, like it kind of almost comes off.
It's way different than Face Me. I like just went to the YouTube, like that's the whole. Yeah.
That was actually the record that I wrote the weekend that I told my parents that I wanted to do music. Yeah.
Wow. Dang. Okay.
That was the record I wrote. And I love that record, and I always love the response people give when they hear that record because it's very, very special to me. It's like signifies me entering into like another chapter of my life. But yeah, I love the way I wrote every word. Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool that you still like it too, because whenever you ask an artist about like an older thing that they do, they're always like, "Yeah, I hate that."
Yeah, about 9 out of 10 times. Like, I fucking hate that
listen
song.
to my new stuff.
Yeah, they're like, "Mad, you even found it."
They're still on there. They'll be like, "Wait, it's on there."
I didn't take that shit down. Yeah,
it's fucking true.
Yeah, be like that.
But I mean, I don't put anything out that I'm not happy with though.
Okay.
So, but I mean, I guess what's dope to you today could be whack to you tomorrow. You know?
Right. No. That is a comparison or saying that some of them will tell us, like, so that is true.
Yeah, but I'm also like, I try to be easy on myself at the same time because at that time I thought that was dope. So I have to appreciate the artist that I was at that age and at that stage of my life. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
When you said you only put stuff out that you think is good, does that lead to you sitting on a lot of stuff, or are you really particular about what you even want to create?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't sit on anything. Let me not say that. Sorry, I lied. There was this one record, and it's gonna be on my upcoming project. And I have the biggest amount of demo-itis, right? When it comes to this record. And even my engineer, he's just like, you know what? It's okay. I will accept you being like this for right now.
I get you.
But like, yeah, sometimes he just has to call it out. Like,
nah, definitely.
You too obsessed with the demo right now, right? And so I put it to the back burner, but I would say I have like deadlines for myself and for my team. Okay, we got to release a song at this time and at this time and at this time. Unless I feel like I'm in a space where maybe I need to work on some other things. So, yeah.
Yeah. You just mentioned a team. So when you say going back to 4 years, when did the assembly of like you getting a team, you being dependent, because I know you mentioned like the vocal coach. Yeah. So that's all steps to you having people around you like to ultimately make you better. So even tie into you having deadlines. Yeah. When did you start having all these people, or just like, you know, even who to have around you, and like, how can they even contribute to making your career path better?
Everything is just a step at a time, right? One day, maybe you're looking for producers. The next day, maybe you're looking for an engineer. Maybe the next day, you're looking for a manager. And the next day, you're looking for a lawyer, right? And sometimes, like my lawyer, for example, like I was looking for a manager at that time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like in a networking room, and he heard my music, and he's like, I'm gonna represent you from now on.
Dang.
Yeah, and
it appealed to him that much.
Yeah,
and
so he's been representing me.
That's nice.
Yeah, and so
were you kind of surprised by that, or you just
I was surprised.
Yeah, just kind of like,
I was like,
okay, yeah.
But I'm very grateful for him. And that's what I'm saying. Like every stage in your life, sometimes you may be looking for one thing, but you can get another thing instead. But yeah, everything has been in stages at the right place at the right time. You can't just try and collect everybody all at once.
Right.
I wish it was like that.
Right.
But that's not.
Can you give us a timeline of who, after the vocal coach, who came, kind of people that's still in and around helping you today?
My producers.
Okay.
Right. Josh and Chris. I've been working with them for a really long time.
Okay. Kind of just comfortable with them, or like you don't even mind not working with any other people, or?
I have worked with other people.
Okay.
But I would say they're the ones I work with a lot.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, I remember at that time, a long time ago, I was looking for producers. So I've been working with them regularly. They produce Face Me.
It's a great record as well.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Thank you.
We're going to get into all the specifics about it, but it's just a great song.
My engineer, I was just paired with him at the studio, and I've been working with him ever since. And engineers are a big contributor to artists' sound.
Definitely.
And then he introduced me to my mastering engineer, and then I would say those are like the first people there, right? And then of course over time, like my photographer that I work with regularly, I just posted up online. I was like, I want to work with a female photographer. She was like, me.
That's fire.
Yeah. And I work with her on like so many projects now, and she's been a really great contributor into a lot of like my creative style. Right. Even on the music video, right? She was one of the creative directors. So, so yeah, that. And then of course, meeting Dom, he was working on marketing for me. And then people assumed he was my manager. I was like, well, might as well.
Yeah.
Make it easier. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't have to explain it anyway. They already assumed that,
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fire.
So, everything is just, in stages. And then of course people that I haven't mentioned, I love them, right? But yeah, you just meet people along the way.
No, it's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
That was a long answer for a short question.
No, it's okay.
That's fine. No,
it's okay.
Yeah, we prefer it to be that way.
Yeah. Honestly, because at times, as I told you, it's the perception of the artist is doing a lot of this by themselves, They go home, they write the music, they go to the studio, record it, and then that's it, and then they do their own upload or something like that, So the fact that like you want to involve that many ideas, I feel like that just helps you to bounce ideas sometimes too. I think
it does. I would definitely say finding people that specialize or that are good in their area, right? And they also have passion and work ethic. Hey,
he's a specialist, man. I tell you, he's a specialist.
Yeah, and it just having like a small group of people that specialize is better than having a lot of people doing little things, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah. So I
just
think
even
that'll
control
take
the
you
environment.
a long way. There you go.
Yeah, that's a big thing too.
Yeah.
To like keep it like, I don't know, this person's not so far fetched to me each time I communicate to them,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm just like a distant associate,
Yeah,
These
and I like to
people
know who I'm working with,
Right.
like.
No, that's cool.
And it just makes like roles clear for everyone too.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
It does.
Everyone understands what they should be doing.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
For sure. Can you talk about us just about your catalog? Just everything you've dropped throughout your life, after that first song, how supportive your parents were, and then the direction you wanted to go after that.
I tell a lot of stories, right? About, my life. I think some of my best records have come out of a lot of sad situations, right? And I'm kind of like somebody that writes a lot of like happy songs or like, believe in yourself type of song or remember your self-worth type of songs. And I wrote those songs in moments where I didn't feel that way, right? So I was kind of like speaking life into myself. And I think that's what my catalog is full of. And
seems like a healing component.
Yeah. It does feel like that when I'm writing. And then this year I've decided to write more love songs, right? And breakups, talking stage, finding new love, self-love, and being more open in that aspect. And I hope that when people hear this new music from me that they will feel seen. Yeah. I think that's what I really hope people hear my catalog, that they feel seen.
I hear that.
Why do you want them to get that feeling?
I think that there were a lot of times in my life where I didn't feel seen. And I am all about helping others. Those around me. I think it's beautiful that music gives you an avenue to help others that are even very far away, that are even out of reach. And even in those moments when you were feeling certain things, you wrote a song and it helped somebody that was thousands of miles away. And they're like, yeah, I resonate with what you said. I think that that's a very, very powerful thing. And I feel grateful to have that opportunity to do that. Yeah.
That's fire. That's even more fire that you're even like aware of that. Yeah. Because like not a lot of people are aware of that. Yeah. Because sometimes I'm not even aware of that. Like something that we do could even influence someone like that.
Yeah, and people are listening to you. Yeah. You know, they're hearing y'all every day, you know, come and do this podcast. You know, they're supporting you, you know, and they see y'all, you know, they see you, you know, being a dad. That's important, you know? Yeah. So, yeah, kudos to y'all.
Nah, salute. Thank you. Yeah. Legit. I wanted, so Face Me that's the first thing that the page appeals. Yeah. And I like that because it's just, as I said, it's a great record, but the production, you know? The production. The production. Yeah. Can you explain that whole day, how the whole idea came into play? Because, it seems like a lot. 19 outfits, you know, background dancers, you know, everything. No, it just looks nice. It just seems like a lot went into it.
Yeah. Shout out to the director, Maksud Sharipov. He's amazing. He's based out here in Orange County as well.
Okay. I'm trying to tap in with him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The biggest thing I would say, I have to give a shout out to everybody that was a part of that project, right? Projects do not go well unless people are invested, unless they do well at what they do.
Nah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And everything from the stylist to the lighting to the hairstylist, the makeup artist, just everything, the location, everything came together. It was, I think, 2.5 months of planning. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's not that bad. Nah. Compared to like some other stuff I've done.
Yeah, what else?
Yeah, wait a minute. Like 2.5 months, not bad.
That's
like,
on the small scale.
Okay. So it's a longer project look like for you. Hold on.
Yeah. Got other questions. Some things can take like 6 months. Okay. 6 months. But I feel like I'm at a stage now where I get it. Right? I have like my plan, you know, I have my spreadsheets. I know what to do, where to go. But yeah, a lot of planning, a lot of details. The director talked to me a lot about, you know, making sure everything fits. And I remember he told me, you know, the difference between a good video and a great video. And I said, what? And he goes, the details. Everything matters, right?
That's very true.
The way the lights are, the curtains, the background, what they're wearing, you know, the jewelry, the accents, what's on the table, your emotions, what are you doing? And all those things come together to make something very beautiful. So, yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. No, I'm glad that you guys like it too.
No, definitely. And then like in comparison to the song, like was the idea completely resonated or like was it like, you know, like when it was coming into fruition, was it something way bigger than you thought, or was it exactly how you imagined, you know?
It was what I imagined, but better. And I loved the process of writing Face Me. And I remember when me and Josh and Chris, you know, were in the studio and we finished it, we were like, this is the vibe. This is the vibe. And so now when we did the video, I was like, the video has to do it justice. And so me and Gary, that's my photographer, right? Creative director. You know, we were trying to put some ideas together, and literally everything I envisioned, it's like more than what I thought it could be.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Which side do you enjoy more, being in the video or when you're writing the music and prior to going to record?
Equal.
Okay.
Equal. I really love music, But I think I really love the idea of creating something out of nothing, right? And that is my idea or other people's ideas, right? I love, being able to take something from A to Z, right? That feeling, I don't know how to like explain it. There's like a certain kind of like fulfillment I get from like seeing something come to life. Yeah.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's actually kind of fire shit.
Yeah. I hear that. The new project, can we get the name of it and how long you've been working on it?
Okay, y'all gonna have to stay in touch with the Omoghene
to
find out about the title. But
okay.
I'm gonna be revealing it very soon.
All right.
It is a project about love, though. And so I hope y'all come on a journey with me as I am sharing this new chapter of my life.
Okay. How long has it been in the works?
2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
Wow.
2 years. Yeah.
Okay. What do you kind of as like time goes on, what do you like look for when you're like adjusting, like doing adjustments? Is it like anything in your vocals? Is it like how the production sound? Is it like how many tracks there are? Like, what do you look for? Because as time extends, I feel like you can just criticize more and more,
Yeah. I try not to be too critical. I'm definitely on the borderline of like a really big perfectionist, but I try not to do it too much. Like I know when I'm doing like the most.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep the project short and sweet to get my point across. Like I said earlier, anything I don't like, I'm not gonna put out. Right, so I just throw those songs away, or like not throw it away, but put it in the back burner. Like, oh, my babies. But yeah, I just put it in the back burner, and then I decide, these are the songs I want to put to the forefront, and this is what I want to share right now, right? Because not all projects fit the subject line of what I want to say right now, so I just put the ones together that fit the story I want to tell in this moment of my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's really nice.
Yeah.
It keeps you present, Like I feel like that's a good thing. I don't know. Look at that. Live performances. I know that's something I saw on your page. How is the performance side of things for you?
I love performing live.
Okay.
I love it. Love it. Love it. It's like an opportunity to connect in person. I would say I probably like performing live even more than being in the studio.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
When was the first performance, and then also maybe most recent?
My very, very first performance was when I was 12 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, at a school assembly.
I was shook as hell to go up in front of the stage.
I was never doing
that.
Right?
that.
Like
Right?
when they used to make us do the school announcements, bro. No one even had to see me.
Yeah.
Like, that was like I didn't even want to do it just because they could hear me. I was not trying to say none of that.
I was not doing no school activities in front of everybody, bro. Let alone the class, but the auditorium, bro. This has like 4 grades,
Yeah, I
like,
say at least.
No, please continue. You said 12 years old. Wow.
Yeah, I sang at an assembly. I sang Proud to be an American. Or at least I know I'm free.
Yeah, I remember we did that song.
I remember that was the thing, bro.
That song, bro.
From that era.
Oh
We used
my
to be
God.
doing
I
that
remember
just
that,
as kids, bro. He used to be like, you can sing, get up there. Like, that's bro.
I wonder who was choosing those songs for the curriculum, bro. Like,
I don't know,
out of all the songs,
Yeah, and they picked the songs.
Yeah,
So you're like,
yo. Dude, like, damn, limited options, bro. Like, damn. Nah, that's
I didn't know
crazy.
you guys got an option.
I know, bro. Damn, so 12 years old, what? You're never really stage fright at that stage, or just
I was petrified.
Oh, really? Okay.
I was petrified. I had auditioned, and the principal, you audition for the principal, and she decides if you can sing at the rally or not.
If I would have
credentials does she have?
yeah, I'm about to say that. If I felt, I'd be like, you don't even know good music. You're trying to be out the principal.
Bro, I don't
Having me
Yeah.
sing Play to Believe.
But yeah, I was petrified, and I remember just stepping up to the mic, and I just closed my eyes. And when I was ready to open my eyes, I just opened them. I was like halfway through the song when I opened my eyes, because I was like, okay, sound good. Okay, I can open my eyes now.
And I hear you. Just kind of just taught yourself to zone out from then.
Yeah.
I would have forgot the lyrics. Start stuttering, just
Like your one friend staring at you, trying to make you laugh.
Yeah, bro. That's the biggest thing as well. It's the look in front of the friends.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah. And then your most recent performance.
My most recent performance, I'm actually performing. I'm leaving this weekend to go to Italy.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Shit, okay.
Yeah, I'm performing for the Biocore Festival in Giulia Nova. I'm really, really excited for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, you just dropped that. Like, hold on. Whoa. Please speak on this. This sounds, I don't even know what that is. Let alone Italy, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly Italy. You're not going to another state. You're not going to Oregon. You're not going to Phoenix.
Yo.
That's some crazy shit.
You told me to go to Vegas. I'm like, bro, salutes. I'm trying to throw you a party yo,
Atlanta or something. I'll be like, for real, bro. You got all the way out there? Like, damn, all the way to Italy?
Yeah. I'm really excited to touch base, with my, European family. And, I have a friend that owns a few businesses out there that's actually bringing me out right for the festival. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity. Mm-hmm. So much to see, so much to do. And I hope that, I could always meet up to the standard, right?
No, definitely.
Yeah, they believe
to me,
in
the biggest trip is like music getting you to travel.
Yeah.
That's mind-boggling to me because like people don't even. I mean, like people already look forward to traveling,
Yeah.
To let alone go do something that like you love, not just go sightsee, but the cliche vacation, Like either would have been nice, but the fact that you gotta be, working. I know, like or just like extra enjoying yourself,
Yeah.
Trying to just like represent as well,
Yeah, I have opportunity to represent, of course, Orange County, right?
Hold it down, juiced up. Juice is in Italy. Yeah, we tied into that. Kinda. That's cool, though.
But yeah, represent Orange County, represent people of color, Black people.
For sure.
Nigerians in the diaspora. And represent R&B, alternative music. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm really excited.
One thing I actually appreciate about your music that it reminds me of actual R&B. Like now, I don't know, man. I hear some shit that's supposed to be R&B and it's
just like a little more poppy, I think.
Yeah. I would call it more pop.
Yeah,
that's a better.
Yeah.
And like they just don't showcase vocal range. I think that's like a new thing, Or to me, I'm probably not listening to all R&B.
Yeah.
But when I do hear songs, it's like they could teeter in the. Because I know auto-tune are like the way effect sounds on voices nowadays, Especially because like, I don't know. I think these girls can rap, as I said, like, one of your early songs. But like Face Me, you do a lot of like high vocals, like SZA-esque. Like
what's funny?
SZA's not opposed to show that she can like sing. I like that.
I like her.
Yeah.
I've been like, of course, everybody's a critic. People be like, nobody want to hear all them vocal stacks.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Honestly, as a guy, it just sounds like talent to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
thank you.
I don't know how girls critique it, but as a guy, it's like, I can't do none of that. You hear me? Like,
just try to give us a little note.
I was just like, yo, what? Like, yeah, that's crazy to me. That's how it appeals to me. So, no, that's really nice. That's really nice. Damn. Can you speak on any other performances that maybe another favorite that you've had in the past? Because you said you enjoy just as much as making music. I would have not known that.
For Black Music Month, I did a lot of So Far shows, and I loved that.
Okay.
So Far introduces artists to a new audience and also introduces the audience to the new artists.
So Far, I've actually never heard of that. What is it? Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like all over the world.
Okay.
They started in the UK.
Okay.
And it's so different from any other show that I've been at, that I've performed at, because people are really engaged. Like they're there because they love music. They want to hear the artists. They want to hear new artists. And it's just like a place for music lovers, right? Usually when I have done sets, like acoustic sets like that, it's been at like open mics or like restaurants. So this is the first time I'm doing like an acoustic set where people are just like, we're going to drop. We're not texting. We're not talking to anybody. We are here to see you, right? And what's crazy is they don't even know who's performing till like, I think the day of the show.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it's really
that's
dope.
Completely unbiased.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like
Yeah.
But
they're just there because they love music.
Yeah, they're for the vibe out. Yeah, hell yeah. You said acoustic. How long is rehearsal? That's a whole nother aspect, right?
It is. So I usually perform with my band. But like at these So Far shows, I did a broken down set with just guitar and bass. Shout out to Rohan and Austin. So yeah, those rehearsals are a lot shorter. But yeah, when we have a band, rehearsals can be 2-3 hours.
Dang.
Every gig. Yeah, we don't skip rehearsals. We gotta go, because the minute you think you got it, will be the show that you don't got it.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
That's a good point.
I hear that. I hear that. So you already knew when you were going to do performances, the band was gonna be involved. It was never like, was there performances where you just went and did your raw vocals, or was that always the aesthetic that you had?
I always prefer to go with my band.
Okay.
If there's somebody that just wants vocals, I will come. Right. But I always prefer to go with my band. We've been performing together for a while now.
How long, if you don't mind asking?
Yeah. Since 2019, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Since I released my first single. I think it was, after my second single was when I started working with them. Yeah. And I had known I had always wanted a band. I always knew that.
How did you form the band?
People may think this is a little strange, but if I know that I want something, right, I go and find it. Right. So I'm searching social media platforms. I went as far as going to on campus and waiting outside the music building, outside of a music class, for people to finish, because I was looking for a keyboardist.
Dang.
Yeah, and I would sit there and I'd wait. So yeah, that's.
Hey, but you found it though.
Yeah,
I did.
That's
Yeah.
That's
the initiative, bro. That's legit. Yeah,
You hear me?
Nah, that's fire. Nah.
But yeah,
So
I went to Guitar Center too, right? You just gotta go.
Yeah.
They don't know you exist.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense.
But you're
So
like,
how did that happen when you went to Guitar Center? How did you just like?
Yeah, I told them I was looking for a keyboardist, right? Specifically my genre as well. And I still work with him, Marcus Spence. And the guy that worked there, he told me, I know this guy that I went to high school with. He didn't even really know him like that.
yo.
That's a link. That's someone he just remembered from high school.
Yeah, he just remembered
So
him.
you about
from
it? I know somebody. Yo. Like,
I don't know if he's gonna respond to me or not.
Yo,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yo.
he was like, I remember this guy from high school. He's really dope. He plays R&B. He probably would be a good fit. And they weren't really like friends. Like there's like, like you see somebody in in class, you're like, hey,
Yeah, exactly.
And so I followed him on Instagram and I reached out to him, and yeah, we've been locked in ever since.
That's so fire.
That's cool.
That's fire. Who are the other members of the band?
So them, I already talked about.
If you could explain
Austin.
how you found them too, please, because the stories is
Because the Guitar Center, I was about to say, okay, I know you can go to Guitar Center to get a guitar, but to get like a guitarist or like a fucking musician,
But they're always there though.
No,
that makes sense.
You know?
That makes sense though. No, that makes sense.
I probably would have found a lens in like Best Buy, huh? Like, like, you're probably not wrong. That's what I'm trying to get at. They probably would have found a new camera or something,
down burger joint,
or something.
Like, that's where you
Finding a new camera,
I don't want to like go like into too many details so
No,
that
it's
we're not
okay.
here all day.
No,
But
it's
like,
alright,
yeah,
it's
sometimes
alright.
it's like I meet somebody through somebody else. Sometimes it's like I think Austin. I think I met through Josh, right? Who was
The
Play-
positions they play, please.
Huh?
Like on like the positions they play, like
yeah.
what's
So
your song? I'm sorry.
yeah, Spence plays keys. Austin is on bass. Rohan is on guitar. Juwan is on drums. Sometimes Terrence is on drums too. I met Terrence at a talent show. Yeah, sometimes it's just you just meet people, right? And then sometimes my producers hop in.
I feel like the meeting part's the first part. It's you telling them that you'll be a part of what I got going on. That's like the that's like the sell point.
You gotta sell them on that.
Yeah, you gotta
exactly.
sell them on. You know?
And I'm grateful that they trust me, right, to deliver, because that's one thing. And I always try to make sure that I don't let them down.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it is pressure. I can imagine.
Yeah, I think that's
And
like
they
the
just want
biggest pressure
pressure.
of being a band or even like a group in general, bro, because you cannot let each other.
That's
I mean,
a fact.
honestly, it's all vibes. It's
I
all
hear
good
you.
vibes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah. That's
That sounds
what it
really
is.
nice.
Yeah.
One last thing I wanted to ask, if you could maybe run through the songs in your catalog, like so the people, and maybe Give me like 3 of the favorites of all the songs you've dropped.
A parent does not have favorite children.
She's ready to smack you for asking that question, man.
Let me rephrase that for him. Let me rephrase that. So what is the biggest like progression, I guess you could say, like...
They gotta be heard this.
Let me say it really.
I didn't mean to offend any.
I feel like I got in trouble.
Oh man.
So let me see. So I got Every Day's My Birthday. I got Underestimated, Made for This. On the ATW project, I had Miles Away, Above the Water.
I like that one.
What's the Point? I had some features on there.
Any features on your new one? Sorry, just in the midst of that?
No,
okay.
no features.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no features on this one. Light On, I released last year. I released Already Mine earlier this year. That's like a dance record. Yeah.
Oh, so you're not opposed to getting on different type of beats and everything? Like it's like.
Oh yeah. Like I'm very eclectic.
Mm.
In my style, and I think people will definitely hear that on my upcoming project. And then of course, Face Me is my newborn.
I hear you. I hear you. Nah, this is nice.
So you've been performing since you were 12. When did you start actually like writing music?
You know what's funny is that I was writing poetry for a long time. I remember being younger and being like, I could never write songs. Yeah, I said that. I remember my mom was like, don't ever say that because you never know where you'll be tomorrow. And here I am as a songwriter.
Right.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy. But my very, very first song that I wrote, I was 8 years old.
Damn.
And it was whack. Yeah. I don't even want to sing.
Yeah. We gonna find it. They gonna find that job.
Yeah, it's whack. It's whack.
I wouldn't even judge an 8-year-old on that.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
I'd
good
just be hyped
job.
that
Yeah,
they
I'd just be
drew up a
happy.
song.
Like,
I'd be like,
it wouldn't
that's
be
fire.
judged on a criteria of good and bad at all. Definitely not.
But I remember being like, when I was there, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Yeah, it was like 4 lines.
That's fire. That's fire.
No, but when I was in college, I was writing poetry a lot, and
Okay.
then I transitioned into writing songs.
Do you think it was a smooth transition?
Yes and no. I think writing music, it's interesting because it's like there are rules, but at the same time, there's rules that are meant to be broken in music because that's how you are really creative.
Yeah, that's how you stand
That's
out.
how you create a new sound. in a
Yeah.
sense.
So I think lyrically you really have to challenge yourself, but I think with poetry too, you have to challenge yourself too because you have to go there. You know, you have to go there with your emotions. Sometimes you have to visit situations that you may not want to revisit, right? For the sake of the art, you know. So I would definitely say yes and no in terms of the smooth transition because of you can get away with a lot with poetry. You can't get away with a bad song. Yeah, a bad song is a bad song.
No, I get you. I get you. Dang. Thank you. You covered a lot for us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Like we're excited for the, and then hope Italy goes just as well.
Yeah.
Are you going with just your acoustic player, or how are you going to do that performance?
They're providing a band.
Oh, they're providing a band for you.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
legit.
Yeah,
That's
if I could
legit.
carry my whole band with me,
Yeah,
I would.
you would.
But yeah,
I hear
hopefully in
you.
the future, on tour, yeah.
Nah, definitely.
that'd be
Nah,
fire.
definitely. We on that.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything you covered.
Yeah, thank you.
Omoghene?
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, what a
Practicing all show. Yeah. In my head and shit. I was like, I practiced it all show. She said, say it lightly, I was like trying to just be all harsh with that, No, but thank you once again.
Yeah, thank
Can you please tell the people where they can find you on social media, all your music,
Yeah.
or you find the Face Me video, everything?
You can find me on all social media platforms @_OMOGHENE. You can join the Omoghene on my website at omoghene.com.
Damn,
And-
can you hold on?
Omoghene?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I misheard that.
Yeah, that's fire.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up.
That's
So Omoghene, is that like for your fans? Is that what
Yeah,
you're calling
yeah,
your fans?
yeah.
That's the collective.
That's the
That's
family,
kinda
you know.
fire.
That's
That's
cool.
that's how we roll up, okay?
That's so fire. That's actually fire.
Damn. You just mentioned it right now, but
Yeah.
before we end the website,
Yeah.
how long has that been in play, or like what can people go find on there? They find your music there. You have
They can
merch
find my
there, or-
music there. They can find press. There's been a lot of press lately. I really love, creating photo shoots and stuff like that. So they're gonna see all those on there. They're gonna read about me, facts about me, and hopefully future merch.
I hear you.
Yeah, and then of course the Omoghene gets free stuff. So
For sure. That's fire. That's fire. We're here for all that.
yeah.
You hear me? Cheese Podcast, another episode. Jose can finna be back. Jose, the other host, sorry you couldn't meet him.
Okay.
Yeah, he had the kid, fresh born. But we signing out. Juma.
Frankie?
Isaac.
And Omoghene.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sorry, bro.
go around with the town.
Hey.
Up in my way, up my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish where I'm from. Grind till we making it out. Selling that fish, selling that fish. Look. Niggas grinding just a sign. I'ma go around with the town.